Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and I'm going to do another anticipated books reading vlog. So good morning, it is Monday morning. I feel like I haven't done this in a while because I lost my way. I lost my way with this, I lost my way with life a little bit, to be honest. We have to be honest, don't we? Everything went a bit wrong and it just went a bit wrong. So it's Monday morning and I'm trying to, this is the week I'm going to pick my life back up. I've been a little bit ill, I've, just a little cold, but, did knock me down a little bit. And I'm just sort of realised I'm a bit of a failure in life. So, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that and we're going to try, we're starting again this week. There are things I have to do. For example, I should get my life back on track. I mean, it's not on a great track when it went off it, but like my car. Do you remember I said to you my car needed £1,000 worth of work done a couple months ago? I still haven't phoned them to do that. I got kicked out of my dentist. Don't ask. So now I need to find a new dentist. I've been putting that off. So I'm going to have to do that today. I'm going to have to do it today. And reading has not been going well. This is fun for you, isn't it? This is fun for you, isn't it? To hear me, how sad I am all the time. This is fun for you. But like I said, today is the day we pick life back up. We're going to start watching what I eat a bit more because I was just eating crap. I was just eating crap when I felt sad. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped exercising. I thought it was holiday blues, but it was just life blues. It was just life blues. They're still here, trust me, they're still here, but we are going to try. So, we are going to do an anticipated reading vlog. I said I've got to get these things done. I've got to find a dentist. So I figured 2 books. We'll go for 2 books of my most anticipated books for the second half of the year. I'll link that video down below, of course. And we are going for, I don't think I'm going to complete this, by the way, because the reading has been like 10 pages a day. It is just, but, so 2 books in a week, it's never going to happen. I'll tell you right now, it's never going to happen. But we are going for a highly anticipated one, which is Family Meal by Bryan Washington. You all vote for me to read his first book, Memorial, and I loved it. And then this one came out, and very excited, very excited. And another one that is highly anticipated for me is Wound by Oksana Vasyakina, translated by, I just looked this up, but I can't remember, Elena Alta. I'm very excited for this one. I just feel like it's going to be very literary, very poetic. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. These are both, they're 5 stars. If just one of these is 5 stars this week, it will give me the boost that I need. If neither of them are, I don't know what's going to happen. But, so that's the crux. We're trying to get my life back. I'm trying to get my life back. Also, I didn't even post a video last Monday. I've run out of ideas. I've run out. The well is dry. But again, you don't want to keep hearing me whinge. So let's start this one together, shall we? I'm going to go for this one first because it is very highly anticipated. Let's see how it starts. And I might read some and then I'm going to phone the mechanics. I don't like phoning people though. Stop whinging. No one likes a whinger. Okay, let's go. Cam. Most guys start pairing off around 1, but TJ sits there sipping his water. Everyone else slinks away from the bar in 2s and 3s. They're fucked up and bobbing down Fairview towards somebody's ex-boyfriend's best friend's apartment, or the bathhouse in Midtown, or even just out to the bar's patio under our awning, where mosquitoes crash land into street lamps until 6 in the morning. But tonight, even after we've turned down the music and undimmed the lights and wiped down the counters, TJ doesn't budge. It's like the motherfucker doesn't even recognise me. For a moment, he's a blank canvas, a face entirely devoid of our history. Bryan, are you watching? You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So, I'm just very, please, save me. Right, I'm going to start reading this. I'm going to read a little bit. I'll check in when I've made some headway, and please hold me accountable. Make sure I phone the mechanics and find a dentist, please. And I'm going to the gym again this evening, but I've already cancelled that. You should know I've just called the mechanics and I was on the phone for so long while he did his work and he wasn't speaking. It was really awkward, and now he's got to call me back, so it's not even booked in yet because they've got all the special parts. this is now turned into a 2-part thing. You see, this is why. This is why. And I've got a Christmas jumper on. I love the Grinch. If you don't love the Grinch, stop watching. No, don't, please, because no one watches anyway. So, I am now sort of 40 pages in, and I did realise I forgot to tell you what it was about. In this, we are following Cam, who has moved back to Houston after his boyfriend Kai has died. And he's been in Houston for a couple of months, and in the gay bar where he works, he notices his old friend TJ, and it's very frosty between them. It's very... There's some baggage, there's some damage, there's something between them. We don't know what it is yet, but it's very much them sort of not being on the same page. TJ is sort of trying to get his friend back. Cam has no interest. But Cam was a very close family friend to his mum and dad and everything like that. But also, he has been visited. He sees Kai still, in the sense that, not like, I don't want to make it sound sort of trivial or silly. I assume it's going to be sort of just his grief and his way of dealing with it, but like it's only happened once, but he still talks to Kai, and Kai sort of appeared on the bed next to him. But it is just absolutely tinged with grief and with sadness, and Bryan Washington, he just knows what he's doing. I think you can get the sense of Cam's character already through the grief. I feel like we don't even know the real him yet, because all his actions and his decisions and his feelings are just being brought to the surface through grief. So I'm very, very interested to see where it's going to go. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really pleased. But all I want to do, really, is watch Mrs. Maisel, The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel. I am obsessed with that show. It's the kind of show, like, I take breaks. Like, I've been watching it for years, but I take breaks. But I've only got like 3 episodes left before the finale, and I think it's incredible. If you've watched it, let me know. So I'm going to go do that now, because the mechanics hasn't called me back, and I still haven't gone to the dentist, so what are you going to do? But, friends, I'm enjoying a book, and that's made me very, very happy. So, I'm on page 84 now, and it's much more of the same. He's just sort of reconnecting with TJ, that they've gone out to dinner, but it's still not amicable between them at all. It's very tense, and there's a lot unsaid, and you can feel it coming through the writing. I just think Bryan Washington is such a brilliant writer. He gets characters across so well. He's so brilliant at characterization. And you also have, like I said, the grief. It's just still, like, you think you found out how Kai died, and it's quite horrific, but that it's not the case. We still don't know how he died, but Cam imagines him sort of and dreams about him dying all the time in all these different ways, and you can just feel the heartbreak in the book, and it's sad. It's very sexual. I just want to say, like, he had a taxi, basically. He had a lift, an Uber. Is that what the kids say? An Uber. And the driver sort of gave him a look, and he gave the driver a look, and then he put his hands in his pants. Does that happen? Is that life? That doesn't happen to me. I mean, I can't remember the last time I ever went in a taxi, but no one's sticking their hand down my pants. Not that I want them to, but I mean, is that life? I don't know what's happening, but good on people if that's happening, but so it's quite sexual, it's quite sad. I think that'd be the title of my autobiography. No, it wouldn't, just the sad part. But the mechanics haven't called me back. I don't know if you're actually interested in hearing about the mechanic, but they've not called me back. So I'm just going to go to the dentist now. It's very windy, but I'm going to walk, and let's hope I get a dentist. I've got a dentist appointment next Monday. I've had to go private. I have had to go to a private dentist. In the UK, we have NHS dentists and we have private dentists. And I got kicked off my NHS dentist because I didn't go enough. Because of the pandemic. They cancelled my appointments and then they kicked me off. So now I have to pay a mass amount of money to go private. So I have been beaten down by this shitty government and capitalism. But at least my teeth will be all right, you know? Swings and roundabouts in life, isn't it? But I am annoyed. But I am pleased to have a dentist. I haven't had a dentist appointment in a long time, like 5 years. Don't judge me, okay? I have no feelings, no nothing. Nothing, okay? My teeth are okay. Imagine if they're not, though. It's going to cost me a fortune. So in this book, we see a lot of memories that Cam is thinking of with Kai, you know, sweet moments. And, there was just this one line and it absolutely just made me cry. It's not going to make you cry. You're going to think, why did this make you cry? But I just think, it says this. I think for a moment that my life has been too long an equation and this moment is the answer. Oh, I've got to go. I'm going to cry. Yeah, it's 5:15 and I'm in bed. What? No, I've got nothing else to do. Actually, I'm supposed to be getting ready for the gym, but that's not going well. But I'm 132 pages into this. I didn't know I could read that much anymore in a day. But it's so good. It's so good. It is very dark. You come quickly know that Cam is using sex and drugs just to not feel anything. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And it comes to a head, let's just say that. It's very dark. It's very brutal. Ugh. But now we've switched. We're switching to Kai, his perspective. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't expect that to happen, but it's happening. And I think we have found out now how Kai definitely does die. And again, just brutal. But it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I had such high expectations for it. I think it's surpassing them. It feels so different than Memorial, but somehow still really distinctively Bryan Washington. This is why I love reading. But I've got to get ready for the gym now. And I should get out of bed because it's only 5:30. Actually, I'm always in bed by this time. I don't know why I'm acting like I always am. Right, go for the gym. I'm going to spend my evening reading this again because why not? Why not? It's so good. Are you going to read it? You should. But don't listen to me in case you don't like it. And I feel bad. But now I need to go see if I can pre-order a copy of this, a signed copy. Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday morning. I'm still absolutely in love with this book. I'm now on page 156. Honestly, I didn't think I could read 156 pages in a day. I didn't know that was possible for me anymore. So I'm very happy. It's very readable. It has the classic Bryan Washington pictures in. Photographs, should I say. We're just on Kai's sort of section now. He's just talking about how him and Cam first met and his job and what happens when he goes away. It's sort of like a little catch up on his life. I don't know how long we're going to stay on Kai's perspective because he is dead. So, you know, it's not going to move the story along, but it's just a little catch up on his life. What's really interesting is that when Cam is telling his memories, sort of the ghost of Kai will come along and say, that's not how it happened. You know that. You know that's not how I really was. So I feel like we're going to get to know him a little bit. But I adore it. I adore this. I adore it. Whatever. I've just got to go to work. I'm going out for dinner tonight. So basically, all my family, we live sort of around the corner. No one's more than a 10-minute walk away. So, I mean, everyone. Grandparents, cousins, aunties, everyone. So, but we don't see each other that often. You know, we're all very busy. And basically my mum, my sister, my auntie, and my cousin all work at the same place. Well, my mum used to work there. But they all still work there. But my auntie has just retired, so she doesn't see my sister anymore, and she doesn't see me. So she's made this little deal where we go out to dinner once a month, and that is tonight. Which I love to eat. I love to go out to dinner, but that's really going to interrupt my reading time, so I'm not that pleased about it. And that's just the truth. So, how many pages is this book? I don't know. 302. Oh no, I'm over halfway. I read half a book. Okay. I reckon, well, I'll update you tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? I'll let you know how my dinner was, shall I? That's it. That's what I've got to say. I'm just blabbering now, so I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready for work and finish. Goodbye. Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday morning. Now, as I said to you last night, going out for dinner, I'm not going to read much. And past Jack, you were right. Well done. I only read 30 pages. But then I woke up at 2:30 this morning. It's 7:30 now, and I've been awake ever since. And I'm now on page, I've got no clue, 258. And there's only 302 maybe pages. So basically, I just stopped myself reading this one because I could have finished it. But I don't want to finish it. I do not want to finish this book at all. It's 5 stars. It's 5 stars. There's no other way to say it. When last time we spoke, I was on Kai's section, but that was actually a very short section. It just sort of filled in some of the blanks from when Cam spoke about him. It's very clever. And like Cam would always say, you never tell me about my family. So in Kai's section, we heard about his family. And now we're on TJ's section, which is Cam's friend from high school. And it's just so good. It's just so good. Bryan Washington is just a phenomenal writer. The way he crafts his novels and his characters, I just think is brilliant. It's going to be a 5 stars. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And I use my bookmark. My friend wrote me a little card and it's got a nice note in it, so I use it as a bookmark because it means a lot to me. It's going to be 5 stars. But I am very tired. 2:30 I woke up. That's outrageous. I feel sorry for anyone who has to work with me today because it's not going to be a pleasant experience for them. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry if it's really dark as well. It's very windy, grey, stormy day here. So, but I think it's brilliant. It'll obviously be finished tonight and I'm sad about it. But, my God, this is why I love reading. Like, this is what I want. I want books that I can't put down, but I have to force myself to put down because I want for them to last. And Bryan Washington just makes me fall in love with reading. But I am very scared how it's going to end. I have it's weird, I have hopes for this because Cam and TJ, best friends, Cam was a very close family friend to his parents as well. But they definitely, fooled around when they were younger and everyone sort of assumes that they're in love with each other. And I don't know. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they'd be good for each other or if they'd be the best thing for each other. I can't quite figure it out. There's been not time jump, but 6 months. When we left Cam, he, like I said, he's very low, drug problem, But now he's out of rehab and he's living with TJ and his mum again. And he's very much got his life back on track. So I don't know if going with TJ would be the thing. But there's also sort of someone else for TJ. But it made me cry again with a beautiful bit of writing. I wish I could find it. It was something about a key. Like a key. But maybe I'm just sad these days. So I will finish this at some point tonight. And then we'll start on the other one, which I can't remember what it is now. It's Wound. It's called Wound. And, I absolutely adore this book. I adore it. But now I've got to go to work, haven't I? I didn't show you any bacon. I'll try and show you some bacon today. But work's not very nice at the minute. It's not very nice. Did I tell you I applied for a job in my local Waterstones? I didn't even get an interview. So, sad times. Sad times. Just everything's kicking me down at the minute. But, oh well. At least I have this book. I finished it. Friends, I finished it. It's 5 stars. It's 5 stars. It's 5 stars. Shall we do a 5-star dance? 5 stars. I just made that up. That was weird. Sorry. I just think it's exquisite. I think it is brilliant. She's an icon. She's a legend. She is the moment. It is just people who are lost and grieving, and these characters are messy and lost and they don't always do the right things or the nicest things, but you feel for them. Bryan Washington's writing is so strong, so clear, that it's just phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. I said that I wanted maybe Cam and Tina to get together, but I was wrong. Like, I was wrong. I don't say that very often. I was wrong. It just, everything works in this novel. It's heartbreaking, and yet the ending feels so hopeful and redemptive. It's just it was so good. It was so good. I love it. It just reminds me that you have to live, guys. You have to live. Like, I don't really live. Like, I just don't, you know, have you seen The Croods, where she's like, you know, The Croods, the animated film about cave people, where there is that girl, she's like, talking down, she's like, that's not living, that's just not dying. And I feel like, same message, these people, they're living, you know, they're having situations, and they're, you know, they're just living lives. I've lost the plot. But I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Bryan Washington, are you watching? You're a genius, and I love you. Just put it. I did sort of start. Hold on. Let me go get it. I did start Wound by Oksana, Vasyakina, but I didn't get very far. Like, maybe like 2 pages. But shall we find out what's about, shall we? And then, because I'm going to sigh tonight. In the days after her mother's death, Oksana, a poet, decides to return to her ashes. I got that all wrong. In the days after her mother's death, Oksana, a poet, decides to return her ashes to their working-class hometown in Siberia. It's a journey that will take her through the raw, almost dreamlike emotions of early grief to a gradual acceptance of the wound that death leaves behind. As she navigates the rituals of parting, Oksana feels her way through memory and heartache with a wry humour, reflecting on her complex relationship with her mother, on her own experience of loss, love, sexuality, and the search for home. Powerful, lyrical, and precise, this extraordinary debut blurs the lines between reality and creation. Wound is both an exploration of grief and a journey towards love, happiness and creative fulfillment by one of Russia's most daring literary voices. I swear, I can read better than I just read that. But, so like I said, 2 pages, so I can't even give you what I thought because I was tired and I fell asleep. I know I haven't got any, like, work footage for you because it just hasn't happened. But, as you all know, I work in the kitchen. But today, no. I've got to work out front because I'm such a good worker. I know how to do it all. No, we're so short-staffed. I've got to go out front because I've done it, you know, here and there. And I've got to serve customers all day, and I'm absolutely dreading it. Absolutely dreading it. But when I talk to you tomorrow, I'll be glad it's tomorrow because this day will be over. But, so I'm going to go because I've got to be on time today. Well, I have to be on time every day, but time is my strong suit. Well, no, I'm often not late for work, but I'm sort of late for everything else. I'm suddenly rambling. So I'm going to go. We start a new book tonight. It's 304 pages. The other one was 302. And I'm excited and I'm ready. So, wish me luck for today. I'll probably come tell you how horrible it was later. Good morning. It's Friday morning. And this is going to be a very short update because I have no reading update because I did not read last night. I ended up going out to dinner. So, now, I may be like 13 pages in, but it's not like flowing for me yet. But can I really say that? Can I really be like, after 13 pages, be like, no? But it's just, I think it's just the writing. But again, I haven't given it a chance. I have not given it a chance at all. So I'll fix that tonight. I'll try and get some read tonight. So then we will at least have an interesting update, because if not, that's not going to be fun for anyone, is it? So, no. Are these fun? I don't know. But that's it. That's it. Pathetic, right? But I went out to dinner, so what can I do? Well, I could have read when I got home, but I got home I had a bath when I got home too. So, yeah, it was just late. It was late. Probably not late for some people, but for me, if I'm not asleep by like 10:15, so, and there's been no B-roll, has there? Because work's just too like at the minute. Worked out front yesterday. It was horrid. I thought it was going to be, and it was. Be nice to your servers and your people that work out front and in retail, and you know, just be nice. Right, I'm going to go because I've got to go to work. So hold me accountable. Make sure I actually read some tonight so we can have a chat about it, because otherwise because life's all about books. I know you agree. Good morning. It's Saturday. I've just got to work. I don't particularly want to go in. It's horrible. I just work in such a horrible place in a minute. You know how it goes sometimes. It just happens. But I only got to page like 40 something last night. I'm struggling to get into it. Anticipated one, I'm struggling to get into it. It's very, no, what just happened? Well, not much happened. Her mum has died. But she's just sort of like basically making funeral arrangements, which isn't that fun to read. It's not that fun to read, guys. So, and I've hurt my back. I've slept funny and I've hurt my back. I could better get out of bed this morning. Don't worry, I did. Obviously, I'm here. But let me show you my bag, because as I was leaving the house, my dad was like, you got some book mail yesterday? And I was like, oh. So I just brought it in the car in a panic. But it is one of my most anticipated reads for next year. It comes out in February 2024, and it's got the most gorgeous cover. It's Blessings by, I just look at Jthbooks Ibea. I cannot wait for this. Get it on your radars. I'm tempted to just drop Wound and just start reading this, to be honest. I'm not going to, because I'm not a good DNF. I don't even notice. I don't DNF. But, my goodness. Look at the cover. Stunning. Stunning. Oh, I've got to go to work. I'm in the car park. Imagine if someone sees this. Shut my sunglasses. Rambling. Right, I'm going to go. I've got to go to work. Because here's the fun fact about work. The sooner you get in there, the sooner you can get out. Brains. Brains, friends. Brains. It's Sunday, and yesterday was another day of reading 4 pages of this book. I know a little bit of this is my mental state right now, but I managed to get through Family Meal. I've been reading this since Wednesday, and I'm on page 48. I mean, it did get a little bit interesting last night. She was talking about sort of her feeling like she was a lesbian and her sort of romantic partners. So that was a bit interesting, but boy, am I struggling to get into it. Boy. So, I would like to give up on it, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is, I'm going to read for an hour today. I know that, but no distractions. No distractions. I'm not going to go on my phone. I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm sorry. Don't try and distract me. Stop it. So, that's it. That's the plan. Just to see if I can, because I want to get it finished. I really want to get it finished by tonight, or at least tomorrow. So, I've got lots to do. But right now, I'm going to go put the washing out. And then I'm going to watch the final episode of The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel. I'm not going to watch TV, but I'm literally telling you to watch TV. But that's my treat. It's my treat after my days of work. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then I will check in with you later and see if we can decide what I'm going to do. I just want to be well again so I can enjoy reading. Is that too much to ask? Probably. Clearly. But let's go. Let's try. As Midge and Susie would say, tits up.
Thank you and good night.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. The book is still not finished. I said I was going to do an hour of nothing, just read. That didn't happen. I did like 20 minutes, phone for like 20 minutes, 20 minutes reading. And I didn't read last night. I just spent the whole evening watching people be made jump by a fake plant on TikTok. So, but I did get to page 131. I would just describe this as non-fiction. I think it is just looking back at her life and her mother dying, which hits a little close to home. Like her mum died 5 days before mine did. So, you know, it's quite hard to read. But like it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I've got to get done today. But now, my friend has just messaged me and said, "Do you want to go to the bookstore?" And I'm not going to say no to that, am I? We sort of think like a little sort of second-hand bookstores open up near us, so we're going to go check it out. I actually have no idea. Who knows if I'll find anything there? But we're just going to have a little look. And then I want to get my hair cut. Then I got to record a video, and then the world is my oyster. Also, I watched the season finale of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel yesterday. That was my treat, and it was so good, but so sad, but also like happy. Oh, but right, I'm gonna go. I'm going to the bookstore. I'll see if I can film a little something for you, but I have a feeling that it's not gonna. I wonder if I need cash. Do you think they would take a card? Oh, who knows? Okay, let's see. Let's have a chat and we come back and see how it goes. The bookshop was closed because, of course, it would be. That's just the way it goes for me. I'm going to get my haircut now and then I'm going to bed for the day because I can't handle anymore. Good morning. It is Tuesday. This vlog has now been going for over a week, but I finished it. That was me just waiting because I assumed you were giving me a round of applause. I finished it. I did not do what I said I was going to do, just read it for an hour. That didn't happen. But I did just crack on. I think with this, well, I have looked this book up and it says sort of like on Storygraph, on Goodreads, fiction. I can't really believe it is fiction. I think it is... Okay. It is at times very dense. When she is speaking about her mother and the loss of her mother, you can feel it. It's incredibly sad. It's incredibly poignant. And when she is speaking about her wife, it's beautiful. It's stunning. You think, God, someone write about me like that. But the rest of it was just very dense. She actually comments on the book. In the book, and I'm gonna read it to you. This is what she says about her own book. For half a year I've been writing my story, and everything in it seems unimportant, ragged, and substandard. The narrative melts into the running streams of memory. The rhythm is off. Poems and essays have made their way into the book. The book falls to pieces, and it appears to be neither elegant nor comprehensible. It in no way resembles the books people are supposed to read and love. It doesn't have any actual constructed characters or complex plot lines. If you feel any tension, the tension doesn't come from feverish wondering... Oh, I can't turn the page. That's not the line. About who the villain might be or where it's all going. You know everything already. My mother died and I took her ashes. She sort of sums it up. And then you almost feel like you can't critique it because she's already done it. And it's almost like it was her intention, or like she stopped you before she knows. So what are you trying to say? I just think it just gets a bit lost. Like, there are essays in it and poems from her poems and other people's poems that I don't think add anything. I gave it a 2-star. I would love to see her write a novel. I would absolutely read, if she sort of wrote a fully fledged novel, I would absolutely read it. I think there are times her writing is very beautiful. I think it got a bit lost. Maybe it's probably just me. I mean, we all know my mental health hasn't been great, but it's just me. I have to be honest. We have to be honest. It didn't work for me. So, anticipated reading vlog done. I'm surprised if any of you are still here, to be honest. And if you are, you're a real one. You're a real one. So we had one huge success. Bryan Washington, Family Meal. Huge success. I cannot recommend this enough. It will be in my top 10 books of the year. So, spoiler. And then we have Wounds by Oksana Vasyakina. A bit of a failure. A few highlights, but not quite. But another 2 off my anticipated books for 2023 for the second half of the year. So I'm not gonna complain. And we are sort of heading into October now. I think by the time this goes up, it will be October. But we're heading into October now. We're heading into spooky season. Who cares? But the reading's going to pick back up. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it. Also, I had my hair cut. I went to the dentist. They all got my name wrong at the dentist. They all kept calling me the wrong name. And I just... went along with it. I was who I was supposed to be, but I wasn't running that right name, and I was just like, yeah, sure. and I finished The Marvelous and Maisel, which if you brilliant. If you've watched it, you'll get this. Tits up. I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've stayed till the end, you're a real one. Congratulations. I'm proud of you because I don't think I could do it. But feel free to like and subscribe and, you know, comment, have a chat down below. Let me know if you've read any of your anticipated books this year so far, or if you've read this and I'm wrong, or you want to pick this up now. Just have a chat to me. You know how much I love it. I'm going to go and I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.